guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed my last video. If you didn't, then you guys, I recommend you go see it because then you understand this one more. I'm going to show you guys something new today. This is a feature on chess.com called Puzzle Rush, and you just have to do harder puzzles until you make 3 mistakes or the time runs out. There's also this mode called survival, which there's no time limit. You just go as long as you possibly can, and then if you make 3 mistakes, it's over. And the puzzles get harder and harder. And there's a leaderboard. You get to see how good you are versus other people's. As you can see, the record is this, but I mean that's top players in the world here. So yeah, and I've never done it on this account, so let's see. Hopefully you guys learned something from this, and let me know if you enjoy it in the comments below. Here we go. Yeah, so for most of you guys, you're gonna find the beginning quite easy. I will be explaining the puzzles. So bishop here, queen here, just checkmate. And I mean free queen, free bishop, and here free bishop. Yeah. And then rook c1. Yeah, it's a back rank mate. They can block, but nothing's defended. Yeah, this it's a mate because the king can't go anywhere. The pawn blocks him, and then this the rook, it gets all of these squares. Yeah, so rook f8. Yeah, free rook and they have to block, and then we're up a lot of material. Queen h7's checkmate. h5 after we take, and then these rooks. Yeah, so rook takes h5, and then bishop h4. This is the toughest one yet. Yeah, but the king, it's blocked in by its own pieces and can't block. The king can't go anywhere. So this. King takes, queen g3, miraculously gets all the squares, and yeah, it's just checkmate. Queen f5, free queen. And here, it's a tricky one, mate in 2. And then f3, pawn mate. That's the problem, so yeah. Also, the king can't go nowhere. Yeah, queen f7 mate, classic queen helper. I think this one's, yeah, and then you go queen d8, queen e8, and then rook d8, and then, usually, if you're down a lot of material like this, just give checks and, try to find the most forcing moves. Don't give your opponent, lots of choices. Otherwise, there's a decent chance one of them wins. So, yeah. d5, we take the queen. If he takes our queen, we take the bishop and we're up a piece. Yeah, okay. Here it's d6, king e8, and then we go here. They block, but yeah. Alright, bishop d7. Okay, bishop a5, let's say they block, or let's say they don't. King d1, rook e1's mate. They can't go anywhere else. Yeah, so bishop a5, take, and then rook e1. Rook takes h3. This is a better one. You have to see you bring the king here, the king d3, and then the rook eventually just slides over. If you go king g1, yeah, we go rook d1. It's back rank mate. All right, knight d2. It's clearing the defender, and then queen f2, queen f1. Free rook. And let's just get knight back out. This is a really common yeah, knight d4 to block the e5 pawn getting captured. That was a really common thing there, like the knight taking the a8 or the corner rooks in like the opening-ish. It could get trapped, but that time we were good, yeah. So pawn's going that way, okay. Alright, we take the free rook. d6, queen g6 is mate. So, alright, one thing here we could... Wait. No, we have to, okay. So, one thing here, if we go here first, then black could go here, I believe. Up, and then c7, e2. He could take, but then it's check. He might even win, but yeah, so c7 first. And then rook b8. If he goes e2, we can take and then promote with check. Okay, this is just a winning material one. Like, we're down 1 point of material now. Wait, no, it's tied right now. Yeah, and then we take the rook, so we're up a rook. Well, 5 points, not really. Rook. Rook takes g2, rook g1, classic skewer. Take the queen. It's knight's trapped, it's a win. Rook d4, kind of like a ladder mate, except not really. The bishop d5 here, it's like a temporary pin, and then now we take with the fork. Now piece. Queen c4. So bishop h. Yeah. So when the queens are eyeing each other like this, you always gotta pay attention. This scenario, the queen hanging, nothing's protecting it. So the knight would have to move, but the knight can't threaten anything. So we have to lure the king to h1, and then we sacrifice the knight to get a queen. Yeah. Right, so e4. Yeah, so this is called like a mating net. Wait. No. Sorry. I think the correct move here is actually g4. The reason why rook e4 is wrong is because I think black can just go g4. And then his king can escape, his rook can block. A lot of different ways to defend there. But if we go g4, if it goes king h4, we take the pawn, which also protects the pawn here. Yeah, once we go g4. And then it's a mating net. If he goes h5, we go rook h6, and he can't stop us. Or there's just g3 mate if he goes here. Or anywhere. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's g4. If he takes, it's almost the same story. He goes back, and then we play g4 with the other pawn. Then we take. Yeah. Okay, that was my first instinct. It's wrong. Right, so we have a really powerful pass pawn. Rook is pinned to the king. This rook is stuck guarding it. Now wait, what? Anyways, white's threatening to take here. Just never mind that. And then we're gonna have to take, and then both sides have chances. It's probably a draw. So, but like, we still have two defenders here. So we have to attack the rook like this. Then take this rook, and then we're up a rook. Alright. This is interesting. Actually, I haven't seen the answer to this yet. Okay. I got it. So, bishop takes f6, and then once the knight takes, like, this is weak, and that's also weak. These two pieces, they can't move unless the king goes here. So, Yeah, it's a skewer because the knight's pinned to the king, but I can't do anything. Whoa. Okay, so the queen here is in a really awkward spot. Let's see, where can it go? So, nowhere here. Yeah, I can go here. So, right, and then imagine if the queen was in this square, then we could go knight takes f3. So, g5 is a move, getting these two squares. And then now we go bishop c5, he can go anywhere. Bishop takes, yeah, okay. Another one of these. Imagine if you could just teleport one of these two pieces here. And we could do that by sacrificing our queen. Rook h5, and then, yeah, this is mate. Whoa, okay, end games. I mean, this is quite harder, but I mean, most people probably play this, and then you get the pawn, and white, wait, yeah, white doesn't have time to catch this pawn, nor does white have time to promote, right? So, yeah, we're at a streak of 38. I wouldn't say I'm the best at this, but, you know, rook e8, and then queen f8 here. You force the king out in the open. Rook e6, and queen f3. This scenario, like, if you're low on time, you just gotta keep trying to check. Forcing moves. Queen f3, he can only go to 2 squares. Yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't get to show you guys the mate there, but that wasn't mate. Alright. So our queen's under attack right now. I'm looking at this move, but I think queen b1, because like you could go here, here. This is mate. I think that's it, right? Yes, and then he has the block. We just take the rook. Yeah, as I said, the puzzles were getting harder, but all right. Queen takes e2 is the answer here. If he takes, we go rook h8, and then he has to go here, or he can block, but he loses the queen. Same story, and we go queen h2 mate. If he takes and then he blocks, we go rook h2, common tactic. Let's say he goes king g1, we take. And then if he takes, we take the rook, and then rook h8, it's going to lead to mate. Also, if you're like stuck in a position somewhat like these puzzles, you should always try to put up the best solid defense possible. So, let's say if like your opponent's low on time or something, or your opponent isn't good enough to see it, then you got your luck. So, yeah, you might think of removing the defender, but you could, like, as black, take the bishop, intermediate move. So, not like level, but you know, take the bishop is the right move because then a fork, and then you don't have any diagonal piece to go here or there. Okay. This is something. It's hard. Alright, if we can get a rook, no, from h8 to any of these squares right now, we win, but we can't do that. Alright, this is a hard one. So, if we go here, he can just go here, and then we have no mate. If you try going here, then he can just run. So, yeah, we're gonna have to, and the only open files here are the F file, the G file, the H file, and the D file. We can't use it, and then we don't want to give a check like this. So this, we're gonna have to, like, the king on F1 is annoying because it can go to E1 and it's threatening to just run away. So what if it was on G1? We would have rook D8 that wins. So we have to lure it by going here, which has to go there, and then we go rook D8. And then that's me, yeah. Hold on, so... Okay, if it's bishop b5, which I don't think it is, he can just go back, and then maybe I'm still better. So we have to take the knight, but he will go like knight. Wait. Knight d7. No, but then we have queen a3. Yeah. I almost missed queen a3 there. Okay, de. This is c3 is a horrible move. So this is hanging, and then these pieces are quite loose. Black, as I said in an earlier video, we don't have a bishop pair, but our pieces are well coordinated. So it's, take. If we do that, then knight takes. If we go queen takes, we move the bishop anywhere. So they're gonna go rook takes. Then we go rook d1, king h2, and then discover check. Maybe you guys couldn't see that, but I'll just show it to you. Knight takes, and then, queen takes e4, rook d1, discover check. And, okay, take, and we win the bishop. Alright, streak of 46. Whoa, this is something. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have to take the knight in some way. Wait, no, or we can just go rook d8. No, but then he has knight e7. Yeah, okay, so rook e8 doesn't work. Yeah, when you're in any position almost that's not in the opening, you always gotta think of some candidate moves. If you don't know what they are, they're just moves that you like. You could think about playing. Here, one of my candidate moves is rook d8, take, and take. So let's calculate rook d8 first. As I already said, knight e7. Best bet is taking, and then we don't have anything after that. So let's try ef now. This is tricky, but queen takes f8, king takes bishop d6. So it must be queen takes f6. I meant f5. Oh, that's wrong. Okay. Oh, that's our first mistake. All right. Okay, so we're up a piece, but black's starting to go bishop takes c3 and just mate us. I was looking at knight d5 for half a second, but then he wins back to piece. Queen a3, same story. So we have to block. Yes, of course we take. Now this is the question. Queen d4 offering a trade. Looks good, yeah. Alright, we got that one right. This is where I usually start having trouble. h5, we could do something called the umbrella, which, like, you just leave this pawn as a bad, like, blockader for white, but it doesn't work. Okay. Believe it should be. Wait. So yeah, can move this. If we get this, like queen takes f2. First of all, you could just go knight h4, and second of all, yeah, I mean knight h4 is enough stuff. So bishop takes f3, h takes g6, of course. I'm looking at bishop g4. What if he takes check? I think that wins. Ooh, okay. Oh, h5. I'm looking at. No. Then he has queen h6. Knight, same thing for knight c6, which I was also looking at. If we give him a check here, not sure if that does anything. So here, queen e7. Yeah, I guess this is harder. I think if we get the queen to h file, then we should be fine. So queen d5. Yes. Oh, they just gave it right away. Okay. Alright, this is fairly easy one. Well, not exactly, but so if we go queen h7, which is the most obvious move, king e8, the only, like, as a check, queen g6, king d7, then the king runs, knight g7, and then queen e7 can block. You do take, I mean, you don't get an immediate win. This is just checkmate, though. Queen h5, you have, well, okay. I'm thinking of bishop d6, but I think, okay, let's draw some arrows first. Here, what do you do? I don't see anything. I think it might have something to do with the rook. He is very out of position. I'm sure the knight has something to do with it. Knight d4. It doesn't do anything. So the king right now, the problem is rook d4. Yeah, so the problem is the king can go to these two squares. And then we go rook d4 to cut off those squares. Yeah, c5 we just, oh yeah, it's soulmate because we want to get the bishop to d6 or any piece to d6, and it's just checkmate like that. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, if you saw the answer to the question where we messed up on, please comment down to below. I guess I can learn from my mistakes next time. Yeah, anyways, b3, knight c7, and then rook d5 checkmate. Okay. Rook d5, b5, rook takes b5. Yep. immediately I'm thinking of bishop takes h7. The question here, though, is I think it's the only way you can get anything going. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is it, though? Because I don't see anything after. I think if you go g6. Oh, okay. I see. I think bishop takes, take, queen h5, and then g6. Threatening this, he has to take, and then we take the rook. That wins. I'll show you here, and then here, and then this. Take here. Yeah. It's just the question of which rook to capture with. Okay. So if we do have this. I think that wins, yeah. Because king g6, only move. Bishop f7, check. King f6, only move. And then rook f5 mate. Usually I like to think of at least 3 candidate moves. Like there. Like right there. See, what? It's just a free queen. Okay, I mean, they rated that puzzle 2254. Okay, so take, rook takes, and then it's checkmate. Okay, I didn't calculate this yet. I don't think rook g2 works. King takes, and then that, maybe, but I don't see it. I don't see the win. It's hard. I think I might have gotten it. Actually, no. I was looking at take, then queen g3, threatening this, but rook a1, bishop takes, it leads to nowhere. We're definitely gonna have to move the rook. The f2 rook. The question is where. I think we almost have to take. Then it becomes a whole new puzzle. Queen d2 is also similar to what I said earlier. But then there's other stuff like king h2 or rook a1 still. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna flip the board to see if there's anything here. If you're playing over the board, you could also try this. Like go to your opponent's side and then see. Alright, Oh, how could wait, I think that works. Oh my god. Alright, yeah. So rook g2 does work. Because king takes, bishop takes h3. This leads to mate. Alright, once again, g2. If he goes to g1, queen g3 is mate. If he goes to h1, we just take the rook. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the best continuation, but it's, okay. I see him checkmate. I'm just gonna show it to you. Queen e2, knight f3, and then knight f2. It's hard to find these in a game because you don't always know when there is one. Alright, queen d2 here. We're gonna have to play a forcing move here. Queen f6, actually. I'm looking queen f6 here. Queen f6 attacking the rook. Alright, I'll show you why queen f6 I think works. Ooh, there's something. There's a problem. Queen f6, rook e8. If I go knight f5, queen takes f2. Okay. The problem. Alright. Pretty sure then we go rook a8. Wait a minute. Alright, that was right. Oh, we just take the... now we have something else. Queen h4 and then take the pawn, right? Or is that mate? No, it isn't. Yeah, queen takes g4. Oh, 57 might be my new record, but anyways, let's... Okay, so they're just giving us a freebie or what? Yeah, I don't see anything. That okay. Ooh, I actually didn't see this. Okay. So... Quite sure queen takes d6 loses. Oh, and I can't go knight e3. Wait, like 6? Yep, there's nothing. So... has to be something. need to hit the G part. What? This is confusing me. I still really think it could be like am I missing something here? Um, if you guys see it here, please type it in the comments after. G3 is the safest option, but I don't think it wins. It doesn't. Bishop G5 doesn't work. So we're down to queen takes D6. Oh, this is checkmate. What? Wait. Yeah, and then we have to go here. Now I'm stuck again. Oh, rook E3. No, but then he takes the knight. What? Oh, rook E3 does work because then the rook is hanging. All right, that's 58 now. Rook takes F7. Basically the only candidate move we have here. Okay, and rook takes G6 after. Like that. Oh, 59, okay. Alright, so we definitely gonna have to take the bishop again. And yeah, it's queen takes. Because like if we go king takes, take, knight takes, and then he gets the piece back. So queen takes. And now yeah, knight h6 might work. I'm also looking at... Wait, what's wrong with this? Don't see anything wrong with queen g3. Then knight h6. And then we just win the queen. Yeah, okay. Alright. BC. And then what is he gonna do? Okay. Rook f8's the obvious choice. Is it the right one? I think we have to play it. Or f5 here. Maybe f5. Actually, f5. Queen takes some way of rook f3. I don't see what white can do after that. So f5, if he goes f5, queen takes doesn't work. What if rook e4? Okay, then we take, so f5 works. Like that. 61, okay. I've never actually gotten to 61, but like even on my main account, which is kind of insane. c5. So the question is, what is he gonna play after this? Do I even have a mate? So c6. Do I have to go bishop d8 is the question. Don't think I have to. Wait, no, I think I should though, right? e2, c7, queen, queen, queen b4, okay, I'm still looking at this. So if we both make queens here, and then queen b4, king c2, queen takes b1, I think I have to go bishop d8. Whoa, one problem here. Bishop d8, knight f5, and then it doesn't work again. So we have to go e2. And then we have to queen. So now, wait, I'm not sure if taking the knight wins though. Queen b4. Do we take the knight is the question. I'm not gonna do it. At least I really don't want to. I think taking the knight's a draw. I'm gonna go for this. Oh, that's right. I didn't even see how that wins, but okay. Queen d2. So what we have here, the knight is pinned, and that's really it. Yeah, now I'm confused. What is there? So I'm looking at rook takes f3 right now. I don't think it does anything. Yeah, okay. Take again. Could have, no, but then take. I seen, oh, this a file or something. Or nothing. Knight b6, I think, actually. Yeah, the knight's, whoa. Yeah, knight c4. And then queen e2. Is rook takes f3 something? Rook takes f3. Queen takes. Knight e3. King g1. Boom. No, it doesn't. So we have to go knight e3 now. Or, yeah. And then knight g4 here, I believe, wins. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm really having trouble here now. One problem here, I have to trade off the bishop or the queen. I have to, okay, so really the only way to do that is like getting a queen to, actually I have, well, bishop g5 doesn't work. So queen f2 or uh, queen f2 or queen e2 is the question. They're gonna, so white's gonna bring his king up. I think since it blocks the queen, queen f2. Oh no, okay. One life left. I think bishop d2. Don't see anything. Okay. Yeah, I can't exactly move the bishop right now because the queen. So that's quite annoying. Bishop f8. No, but then Yeah, and bishop takes f6. Wait. Bishop f8. Queen f4, g5. So bishop takes. Then rook e7. Okay. Think bishop f8. Oh, okay. Well, all right. 64. Let's see what happened here. All right. Was it EF? Definitely wasn't. Wasn't this? So what could have been? Still think it was. Okay, so it's EF? What if he goes... Wait. Oh, I see. I'm gonna turn on analysis. Yeah, I mean, knight h6 is best move, but... Alright, EF, what if he goes here? Boom, boom. h6. Oh, okay, that makes lots of sense. See this one. Was it queen e2? No. Wait. Oh, that's actually interesting. One thing you could do, like, make a new queen, but I don't think it works. So it's not queen f2 or queen e2. Not bishop. What? Wait, what did I miss? Rook h3? Oh, the queen's protected. Oh, that's kind of stupid by me, but okay. Next puzzle. Oh, no, not like that. See the one we messed up on. I was looking at this, but I'm not sure it works. Okay, it does. Oh, and bishop takes. That's savage. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe it was a little long, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of content. Let me know if you like down in the comments. And yeah, well, I'll see you guys next video.